You are welcome to this live stream. Once again, you are the reason for my coming live this moment. You're the best thing that ever happened to me in recent time. I want to say each time I'm live and I have the people trooping in, it blesses my soul. So I'm out again. I'm telling you, you are the best thing that ever happened to me. This is Okonjo Christopher Television, and on YouTube, trying to reach out to one more person. And you're that person that I'm trying to reach out to because we are a family. So how are you doing? And how is your week going? We are in the Holy Week. Let me still call it. It's, we're looking forward to Easter, the day that Jesus went to the cross. Actually, a lot of people talk about Easter and they just look at it as if it's just, a day that comes to pass. No, Easter is a living event. You know, Easter is a living event. Easter has been with us from the foundations of the world. You say, what are you trying to say? I'm telling you, God has released Jesus. God knew that man is going to fall. What's the reason for Easter? Easter is the day that Jesus came to die for your sin and for my sin. So that's to tell you that God knew from the foundation of the earth that man is going to fall, and God has made restitution for man to be reconciled back to him. These are the questions that we ask as Bible students those days when we're we are in school, Bible school. Where the teacher would say, yes, God knew that man is going to fall. When I say, why then, when God knew that man is going to fall, why did he allow man to fall? He would have, God would have not made it happen that man fell. You see, nothing happens on this earth that takes God by surprise. Yeah. What God cannot do does not exist. That's the saying. Yeah, what God cannot do does not really exist. So everything that happens on the earth or anything that's going to happen, God knew it. Let me come back to that and answer the questions of those that their minds are like me those days. You see, God allowed things to happen so that He can know. And maybe when at times you're asking God for something and God refuses to give you, or when you're asking too much, you force God to give you. He will give it to you. Do you know that? There's some things you're not supposed to have. God is keeping it away from you because why? When you are not matured enough. Some people are not matured enough to enter some certain blessings. There's some certain blessings that will take you away from God. Before you know it, you are missing God. Thank you for joining me. I don't know what part of the world you are connecting with me from. This is Okonjo Christopher Television. Can you like the live stream? Help me subscribe to this channel. Make sure you press the notification button so that each time I drop a video, I have a video right now. I titled it Crime and Crisis and Violence. There's so much crisis and violence right now in our earth. And these are one of the topics. This is the topic I'm going to be discussing this afternoon. Please hang on with me. Don't go in a hurry. Don't go in a hurry. You are going to be a part of when you don't talk about. Still has a hold over you. Yeah. What do I mean? If you have a quarrel with your wife, like before I married my wife, I told her, please, if you have a quarrel in the night, let's settle it that night. Let's not carry it over to the next day. When we carry it over to the next day, there's bound to be another problem that will happen that next day. And when you bring the one of yesterday and add it to this, what do you have? You are compounding the issue of the marriage. And I think that has helped my home. It has actually helped my home because my wife heeded that command. And I'm telling you, we are building and building well from that point of, life. So I want you to imbibe that. So what am I talking about? Why would that God know that man is going to fall? And he now said, well, he has made a plan. He knew. He has made a plan from the foundations of the earth to salvage man because man was a free moral agent. Remember, you are a free moral agent. You have the right to choose. You have the right of choice. You are not a robot. We are not like angels. Angels are, like robots. Angels listen to command and carry it out to the letter. But man is not a robot. Man is a free moral agent. You have the right to choose, to make a choice. That's why it's a life and death have I placed before you. But I encourage you, the master craftsman, say, I encourage you to choose life that it might be well with you. So that is it. So what am I trying to say? Easter is not a day. It's a living event. Easter has been even before Jesus came. That's what the Bible said, the Lamb of God that was slain from the foundations of the world. The Lamb of God that was slain from the foundations of the world. Easter is on the corner. So which means Jesus has been given. God released Jesus. It's not Easter day that actually Jesus was released. He has been released from the foundation of the earth. So the Lamb of God that was slain from the foundations of the world. So you must understand how God works. So what are we trying to say right now is that, and I'm just using that as a preamble, as we are going to discuss some issues that touch, our hearts. So if you are there, please, one thing you're going to do for me, make sure you like the live stream, make sure you press the notification button, so that as I drop a video, I have a video right now in my stable. Go watch it. I'm not encouraged about, the turnout of people that have watched that video. I call it crisis and violence. When there's crisis, there's bound to be violence. When there's violence, there's bound to be crisis. And our world is today impoverished by crisis and violence, which results to so much crime, high rate of crime in our society. There's so much crime in the society today because of crisis and violence all over the world. So if you are there, you are welcome. I welcome you once again. Today I'm going to be talking about what's really happening. What is really happening? Is it worth the crisis and the violence? Let's look beyond the crisis and the violence. Let's look beyond the crisis and the violence. That's the title of my message today. Let's look beyond the crisis and the violence. Let's look beyond the crisis and the violence. So you're welcome. I want to see you. Bear your mind on today's topic. I want us to make it a discourse. When I mean a discourse, I don't want to be the only one talking. It's a deliberation. Can our world come out of this crisis? Let's look at it from that angle again. That's why I advise you to go and watch my video. Please go watch that video. Crisis and violence. Can our world come out of crisis and violence? Can our world come out of crisis and violence? Can our world come out from crisis and violence? So let's first of all look beyond the crisis and the violence. So they say there's no smoke without fire. For every crisis that you see, there's something that has fueled it. I'm talking about crisis and violence today. No, actually, we are looking beyond the crisis. Beyond the crisis. I'm relating it to what happened in my country, Nigeria. There's a crisis that has been looming in my country, Nigeria, which I'm a part of it. I'm not a small boy. I'm 59 years old now. And I should know what is going on in my country, Nigeria. I grew up in the northern part of Nigeria. Actually, the last crisis you have heard about right now is happening in Jos on the 29th. I think that was on Sunday, Palm Sunday. Last Palm Sunday, a lot of Christians were massacred in the city of Jos. So that is a pathetic situation. Lives were lost, lives were massacred, lives were taken for granted, lives were wasted. There's a split of blood. You go to the street, there's split of blood all over the whole place. The whole world watched it live. They saw it. It's evidential. It's nothing to say, is it really happening? The whole world saw the massacre. It's a gruesome murder. It's an act of human degradation. You can't see a man people coming to just massacre people. When you say massacre, kill them, helpless people. How can you just open fire on people that are helpless? You know, it's sheer wickedness, it's sheer madness. This is what you to be saying. It's a have a what? Have a junk what? Have a junk what? I've forgotten. I don't know what you to be saying there. So if you are still there with me, you're welcome. Thank you for being there. Can you like the live stream? Can you subscribe to my channel? Can you press the notification button so that each time I drop a video, you go watch it? So I'm talking about the massacre that took place in Jos is inhuman. It's an inhuman act against humanity. You know, how can you slaughter people as if they are chickens? I don't know. It's barbaric. I'm looking for a language to qualify it. It's an inhuman act. It's defacing. It's, I don't know, what word can we qualify that act? You came to a scene, people were celebrating, a Holy Week of our Lord Jesus Christ, and you open fire on them. So it's a war against Christianity. And with this, there's every reason to note, if the world has not noted it, that actually there's a genocide, there's Christian genocide, you know, that's been going on for the past 260 years. In case you don't know it, I'm telling you because I'm not a small boy, I've been in this. For the past 260 years, there has been Christian genocide. Yes, welcome. Sorry, I might not see your name very well. Hello, how are you? Is it Ini Kerry? Hi, hello, how are you? I might not see the name very well, but thank you for joining me. What part of the world are you connecting with me from? Can I know what part of the world you are connecting with me from? You are the reason for this live stream, and I'm highly excited to see you come alive. Can you tell me what part of the world are you connecting from? And can you like the live stream? Please, can you help me subscribe to this channel? Also press the notification button. I have a video already. You are from Nigeria. Okay, what part of Nigeria are you from, please? Are you from Abuja? Or are you from Lagos? Well, it's good to have you around. What part of Nigeria? Let me just know what part of Nigeria are you from. Have you liked the live stream? Please like the live stream. Subscribe. Press the notification button. I have a video on deck. I have a video. Go watch it. I titled it Crime and Crisis and Violence. And let me know what part of the Nigeria are you from. Where are you connecting with me from in Nigeria? My friend, where are you connecting from? I might not pronounce your name. Is it Ebere? And my screen is not visible here. Sorry. It's not too visible. I think maybe I'm seeing some. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it well. But what Nigeria are you connecting with me from? I'm happy to be with you at this moment. Yeah, you are from where? From the south. Be precise. What part of the south, please? Are you from? If you are from the south, are you from Port Harcourt? Are you from Cross River? What part of the south? Please, can I just know? Let's be specific because we are taking record of what's going to happen here. You are the best thing that ever happened to me because you are showing forth at this moment. So as we wait for you to tell us what part of the Nigeria you are from, I'm happy for you connecting with me. Okay, what I want to talk about today is just, we're looking beyond the crisis. You are in Nigeria and you're a Nigerian. Yes, I'm very sure about that. You are in Nigeria and you are a Nigerian. Yes, I am. I don't know what you said here. I'm tired. You are tired of what? Did you say you are tired? Okay. Ebere, is it Ebere now? You say you are tired. I am tired. You are tired of the killings, right? Please be more explicit. Let's hear you well. You are tired of the killings. Yeah, we all are tired of the killings. Actually, yes. As we are talking, we are discussing anyway. Let me just ask you, Ebere. What was your feeling when you heard about or when you saw it on the social media that Jos is at it again? Jos is burning. When you saw it on video or maybe when you heard it, what was your feeling? See, I want us to talk here. I don't want to be the only one talking. We are discussing. So let's get the minds of people. I want you to be talking, and I'm also talking. We're deliberating on an issue that concerns us. If you are a Nigerian, this concerns you. You know, you are not left out of what is happening in your country. I was so glad I saw on the social media. I'm waiting for you, Ebere. I say, when you heard about the happenings in Jos, or when you saw it on social media, what was your feeling? I'm waiting for you to respond. Well, it was a dastardly killing, but I want to hear from people because we're actually talking. So I want to sample people's mind as we have this discourse. So Ebere, I'm waiting for you to tell us what was what was your feeling when you heard about it has happened again in Jos? This is not the first time it's happening. We have had, we've been having Christian genocide, like I said, for the past 260 years now. I'm not joking. 260 years, there has been Christian genocide in Nigeria. For those of you that don't know, I know what I'm saying. What am I trying to say? Let me take you down memory lane a little bit. 260 years ago, there's a man called Danfodio, Usman Danfodio. He came from a part of Africa and came into Nigeria. And he conquered a place and killed about 100 people or so, and settled there and made that place a settlement. And that was the time you say you're what? Present governments are not able to govern Nigeria. Okay, I agreed. I understand you, my brother. I understand you. You've not answered my question. I said, what was your feeling when you heard that it's happening again in Nigeria? You have not liked my live stream. I don't think you have subscribed, my brother. Can you subscribe? Can you like my live stream? Just your phone, as you're holding it in your hands, at the right hand side of your phone, you see 3 buttons. Just punch it. You see like, you see share, you see comment. So do the needful for me. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel. You are blessed, my brother. So I'm giving you history. This Christian genocide you are talking about is something that has been going on for the past 260 years. In case you don't know the story, I'm telling you. There's a man called Usman Danfodio. He's a Muslim, came from a part of Africa and conquered a land in Nigeria and settled there and decided to have that place as a settlement. So he felt he has conquered. So the mentality is that he has conquered Nigeria. He always conquered a part of a people. He didn't conquer the whole Nigeria. So when the British came, the British now began to use these people as intermediaries to get to the natives, the Nigerians. So that was the mentality. Usman Danfodio felt he came and he conquered. You see the mentality. That's the mentality the Fulanis they carry today. They will tell you Nigeria belongs to them. But there was a preacher called El Buba. El Buba is a preacher. Yes, he's a preacher of the gospel and a well-known, renowned man in Jos Plateau State, Nigeria. And he made a statement. He said, if they say they conquered Nigeria, the Fulanis, there were people that were there before them. How would they say they conquered Nigeria? And these people have a mentality that when they come to a place where you are, they have come to conquer. Their mentality is that land does not belong to anyone. God gave. So anyone that comes in there and get it, the land belongs to them. So why are they laying claim that it's theirs? Nigeria belongs to all of us. So you see the mindset the people are developing, but they refuse to accept the truth. If you come to a land and you conquered it, fine. Stay there. But allow other people to be. I'm telling you, this is the crux of the matter. A Muslim man came to a land in Nigeria and conquered a certain part of the portion of the land and now concluded that the whole country belongs to him. That's the fight we're fighting today. 260 years ago, they are still fighting. I'm telling you, it's just tussle for land. In case you don't know the story, I'm telling you today, get it right and get it straight. So the crisis and the violence you see today is a bottleneck of what has happened in Nigeria, in specific, that has happened 260 years ago, and the people still believe they are adamant we will not give up. But one cross of the matter they refuse to accept is that Nigeria belongs to all of us. Nigeria is made of different ethnic tribes, culture, their diversity in culture, the beauty, the everything. So Nigeria cannot just belong to just one tribe. Can you see the cross of Malta? Let's look at the cross of Malta and dissect it and look at it very well. That's why I titled my message, Beyond the Crisis. Beyond the Crisis. Okay. YouTube said, add. Okay, I didn't get it well. So that's why I titled my message, look beyond the crisis. Let's look beyond the crisis. Let's look beyond the crisis. Nigeria is made up of different tribes. About 700 and something local governments. Nigeria is made up of diversity. Diversity is beautiful. Their culture is dynamic. So how can one tribe lay hold and lay claim that this country belongs to them? It's a fallacy. That's why I said, let's look beyond the crisis. Let's look beyond the crisis and bring out facts. How can one lie? Nigeria is made up of over 700 and something local governments. We have different tribes, diversity of culture. The beauty of Nigeria is dynamic. So how can one tribe? You see, God is a God of varieties. When God created Nigeria, He puts different beautiful cultures and people in the land. Remember, I used to say that I'm an advocate of a better Nigeria because this present Nigeria we're having right now has collapsed. It's taken away by the politicians and the bandits. But there's a Nigeria that is to come, whose builder, founder, and maker is God. I always advocate for that. When you are listening to me for a very long time, you'll see I'm always, advocating for a better Nigeria. You know, I still stand where I am. There's a better Nigeria that is coming. It's coming. So I'm still saying, let's look beyond the crisis that we're seeing in Nigeria. Let's look beyond the crisis that is happening in Nigeria right now. Nigeria is our own land. It's our native land. We can't we can't divorce ourselves from the truth that Nigeria belongs to all of us. God created it and put diversity of culture and beauty and tribes and what have you, to call it Nigeria. We're not. Our name is not Nigeria, but the British people gave us that name. I think that name is not doing us good. Please, if you are joining me, please can you like the live stream? Can you subscribe to my channel? Can you press the notification button so that each time I drop a video, I have a video on the table right now. I want you to go watch it. I titled it Crisis and Violence. You'll be blessed by you read that message. Okay, my brother Kene, you said, I see as necessity. Okay, I see it as insecurity. No what? No, not necessarily Christians and Muslims. Everyone should be what? Should be saved. Okay, God, I like that. So I see it as insecurity, not necessarily Christians and Muslims. Everyone should be saved. I agree with you, my brother Ebere. You are very correct. Everyone should be saved. There's a question. Let me come back to what you are saying right now. Yes, you see, what happened on the 29th in Jos is just barbaric. Gunmen coming in NDLA uniform and killing people. Shooting sporadically and killing people, innocent people. I'm telling you, it will not be only Christians that are killed. Christians are killed, Muslims are killed, Hindus are killed. Unbelievers are killed because they will not choose who to kill while they are killing. But the target is Christian genocide. That's what I want to make you understand, my brother. I made a statement with my wife. I was saying that, you see, whatever part of Nigeria, even whatever part of the world you find yourself, the world we are living in right now is not safe. There's so much insecurity all around the whole world. So if you are living in any part of your world, you won't say that area is safe. Nowhere is safe, my brother. Nowhere is safe. Our security is in God. Do you know a man during that crisis period, an American missionary by the name Alex Babi was around that vicinity of when that crisis was going on. Thank God he was not killed. Because if he was killed, that would be another war for Nigeria. You can't kill an American citizen. Okay, let's assume Alex Babi was killed in that crisis. It would have been a different ball game. America wouldn't have taken it lightly. Their own was killed. Do you know what I'm trying to say? There have been a different ball game. Please, can you like my live stream? You have not liked my live stream. Like my live stream. Subscribe to this channel. Press the notification button so that each time I drop a video, you go watch it. I'm going somewhere. Ebere, you said something very unique. I see it as insecurity. Not necessarily Christians and Muslims. Everyone should be safe. That's it. You are right. I agree with you. I was telling my wife just like what you just said right now. Do you know anyone can leave his house and is going towards that vicinity where this crisis happened, maybe on business or on visit, because nobody knows whether there will be crisis that day, and you are involved, you died in the process. So like what you just said right now, everyone's life should be saved, and you die. So you see, there's no security anywhere. The only security we have right now in the world is in God. So if you are sitting in your house and you say this crisis is not touching you, like what my brother is saying, you are saying the right thing, you are deceiving yourself. We all are not safe in our own eyes. Our security is only in God. Any man that does not hide himself, the Bible actually said it. It said there will be war and there will be rumors of war. Nations shall go against nation, and father shall rise against their son, mothers against their daughters. He said that is not the end. The end will only come when the word of God is preached. So what we are witnessing right now in our world is practical example of what was said in Matthew 24. We are in the end. Even these people killing must accept the word. Do you know right now in our world we have Fulani converted Christians. They are not getting the word. So everything that's going on is for a reason, for a purpose. I want us to understand that. I like what you said, my brother. So everyone can be involved. This killing can touch you. It can touch me. So there's no security anywhere in the world. Our only security is in God. Make sure you hold God tight. Even the Bible said it. It said, if I don't shorten the day, even the very elect will be scarcely saved. That's what the Bible says. If the days are not shortened, the very elect will be scarcely saved, which means we are in a season of insecurity all over the world. So if you go to bed and you wake up in the morning, just thank God. I've seen crisis. I've seen crisis in my world. I'm telling you, I've seen crisis in my world. I don't know which one to, first of all, give a testimony about. I'm telling you, I don't know which one to say, but let me just say this paternity crisis I know it very well because I grew up in Jos. In Jos that you're talking about, I was born and brought up in Plateau State. So I know the history of Plateau State very well. I was born in Zawan Hospital. Zawan is a local government in Plateau State. And I lived most of part of my youth life in Plateau State. The first crisis that took place in Jos was in 2001, 25 years ago. I was living in Jos. Yeah, I was living in the heart of Jos as a young boy. I was doing business in the markets. I was selling shoes. The main market of Jos. There's a central market in Jos where I was doing business. And Jos is known for peace and tourism. That is the name they call Jos. Jos is known for peace because there was peace in Plateau. If there's anywhere that you have peace in Nigeria, it's in Plateau State. I'm telling you. And tourism, because of the nature of the weather. The good weather of Jos is like that of Europe and America. So that you see the white people come in there to flex. They come in there to have good time. So Jos is noted all over the country. And the peace of Plateau is intact. Until 2001. Oh my God, I will not forget that sight. 2000, there are crises going on in every other part of Nigeria, but except in Jos. Jos is known for peace and tourism. Until 2001, the peace of Plateau State was broke down. The peace of Plateau State. I saw it all in rubbles. That the main market was one of the best market in West Africa. Well constructed. We were there. I have a shop in that market. And I know that one fateful Friday, 2001, that was the first ever crisis in Jos. They set fire on that market and burnt it to rubbles. I was in Jos. The first ever religious crisis that took place in Jos. I told you this fight is not of yesterday. It's of yesteryears. Christian genocide has been going on for the past 260 years. Don't allow me repeat myself again. I told you the story. 260 years. But the peace of Jos was brokered, was stopped. The name, the home of peace and tourism, was destroyed. They came and they raised down that market, one of the most, expensive market in West Africa. They raised it down to rubbles. I can see it very well. That fateful Friday, after their mosques, they came. That was the first religious crisis in Plateau State. I will never forget it. But one striking thing is that before that crisis happened, God showed me. Yeah, God showed me as a young boy. God showed me there's going to be a crisis, but I never took it serious. Because there have never been any crisis in Jos before. There's never been any crisis. And those as a young boy will say, it will never happen in Jos. It will never happen. We always shout it. It will never happen in Jos. Jos is the home of peace and terrorism. It will never happen in Jos. But when it happened in Jos, it was the worst. And to see it today, Jos is bleeding. So the bleeding of Jos is not just yesterday. It's something that has been going on for the past 25 years. It has been going on for the past 25 years. Jos has been bleeding. You know why Jos is targeted? Jos is centrally located, and I told you, Jos is a home of peace and tourism. Jos is also has a weather comparable to Europe and America. Jos is unique because of its topographical location in Nigeria. Jos is unique. It's ever unique. It's where I grew up. I was nurtured. I grew up there. I married there, and I came out. Right now, I'm living in Abuja. So I know Jos very well, just like I know how to wear my shoes and take them off. We grew up there. So the first crisis, I witnessed it, and it was a pathetic situation. It was not something to write home about. And that crisis happened exactly around that area where this last one happened, around that Angwan Rukubara Itina Junction area. That was where that crisis, the first ever crisis in Jos happened, was around that ASICS. It was brutal, it was pathetic, it was something else. And the whole of Nigeria was crying for Jos. Oh, we have never had crisis in Jos before. So till today, that crisis. But let me tell you a little bit again about that crisis. I had an experience. The target was Muslims were killing Christians. So I told you, this is not something that started today. It's something that has been 260 years. And these people are not giving up. So you can see, this is a mindset. You see, war, crime, and violence starts from the mind. I go and watch my video, please. Go watch it. You start fighting someone, not immediately you met them. There must be a quarrel. There must be a disagreement. We disagree to agree. We disagree to agree. But if we disagree and don't agree, then there's a problem. It lingers. So it starts from the mind. It generates. It either generates or degenerates. Depends on how both parties handle it. So this has been happening for the past 260 years. You can, try to see what I'm trying to say. So it has not been happening. So it keeps escalating. It keeps degenerating. It keeps going on like what you are having today. And I'm hearing that the people are saying that they've not started anything. The worst is yet to come. So the worst is yet to come. So I'm using this as a forum. We are saying to the whole world, please come to the rescue of Nigeria. Christians are no longer safe in Nigeria. Please come to our rescue. If you like this live stream, please can you like the live stream? Can you subscribe to my channel? Can you press the notification button? I've not seen a like yet. Please like the live stream. If what I'm saying is appealing to you, I can't hear you, Ebere. I can't see anyone coming. If you're watching me, can you let me know what part of the world you are watching me from? Let me know what part of the world you are connecting with me from. like the live stream, subscribe to this channel, press the notification button so that each time I drop a video, you go watch. I have a video on this table right now, crisis and violence. So I'm telling you about what's happening in my country. I'm telling you about the crisis that are just erupted in Plateau State, and I'm telling you about the ones that are yet to unfold. The world is watching us right now. They are watching Nigeria. I used to say that Nigeria is a focal point in what God is about to do in the world. So the eyes of the whole world is on Nigeria. There's a war that has been going on between Israel, America versus Iran. That war is ongoing right now, and the whole world is looking at it. Now, the attention of the whole world right now is focused on Nigeria. Will Nigeria survive it? Okay, thank you for joining me. Hi, hello. I might not see your name very well, but how are you doing? Please, what part of the world are you connecting with me from? I'm Okonji Christopher Television from YouTube. Please, can you like my live stream? Can you subscribe to my channel? Can you press the notification button so that I have a video on this table right now, crisis and violence. Please go watch it. Can I know what part of the world you are connecting with me from? I just want to know you. It's a pleasure to know. Okay, done. Thank you. I've not seen the like. I've not seen your comment. I've not seen the subscription. And you have not told me what part of the world you are coming from. Sorry, is it Anderson? Anderson what? Anderson Andy. If I'm not pronouncing your name well, please pardon me. What part of the world are you connecting with me from? Can I know what part of the world you are connecting with me from? Please, can I just get to know you? I pay homage to those that come in. So I take time to note you. You are a special person. You are very important. You are sweet. You are the reason for my coming on live stream. I'm from what? Ivory Coast. Oh, I'm just getting people from Africa today. Okay, Ivory Coast, how are you? You are welcome to this live stream. Actually, how are you doing and what is happening in Ivory Coast? Can you let us know? I'm just talking about what's happening in Nigeria. Have you heard about the Christian genocide going on in Nigeria, the killings in Jos, Plateau State? Are you aware? So tell us what's happening in Ivory Coast, and tell us if you know that there's senseless massacre that has just gone on the 29th day of March. That's the Holy Week to the Easter. Christians, were massacred in a place in Jos, Plateau State. Are you aware of it, Anderson? If you are aware, let's know. I've not seen your like. Just hold your phone as you are holding it. You see 3 buttons by the right hand side. Press it. You see to open up to you, like, subscribe, and so on. Thank you for the love, but I've not seen the like. Yes, I'm aware of that. Okay. Yes, I'm aware of that. Okay, just like what happened in Central Africa Republic. What happened in Central African Republic? You tell us in a jiffy. Then you said again. Okay, this is Ekene. The world do not care about a single life in Nigeria, but our resources, period. Any other claims are mere propaganda. Okay, you are talking Ekene, I don't know. Let me take it gradually. Yes. What is happening in Central African Republic? Can you let us know, Anderson? You say something is happening in Central African Republic. Central African Republic. What's happening again? Sahel region of Burkina Faso. No. Central African Republic. What happened? Can you remind us again? What happened? And Ebere, you are talking about the people don't care. No. We are looking for help from the whole world will come to our rescue. Those are what America and Israel is doing to Iran right now. Iran is a terrorist country. They are reducing their power. If you don't reduce their power, they are going to come on the whole world. That's what USA and Israel is doing, reducing the power of that country, Iran. Iran is a dangerous country. as far as terrorism is concerned. They work hand in hand with Nigeria also. So they want to destroy the whole earth, but they will not succeed. So what's happening in the Central African Republic? Can you let us know, Anderson from Ivory Coast? Furnish us with information. We want to get information. So all I'm doing here is just passing that information to you, so that you know. I told you, I grew up in Jos, and I witnessed the first crisis that happened in Jos 25 years ago. The first ever crisis that happened in Jos 25 years ago. I was there, 2001. I was there. That was the first crisis that happened. But outside that, there are crises that have been happening in other parts of the country. You know. But this was the first ever crisis that was witnessed. I was in that crisis. And one thing I didn't tell you people is that I was staying in a Christian-dominated area because I'm a Christian. And you will not believe it or believe it. As a Christian, good Christian, I was able to save the life of a Muslim woman. There's this Muslim woman that is my neighbor. And you know, if you are a Muslim in a Christian-dominated area, you can't come out when the crisis is going on because they'll kill you. So I have to hide. My family has to hide this Christian woman in our house. For days, she was there eating our food and drinking our water, and we're hiding her. Nothing happened to her until the crisis subsided. We allowed her to go. So that was my humanitarian work that I did in 2001. I'm just telling you my experience in the first crisis that happened in Jos, Plateau State, 2001, 25 years ago. So I did humanitarian work. That was the humanitarian work I did. Please, give me a like for that. I've not seen the like. Can you give me a like for that? Please like my live stream. At least I did humanitarian work there for saving a life. For saving a life, I've done a great thing. I've gone a great mile. You agree with me? So that's a great mile I've gone through. So I need a like for that. I need a subscription. So help me to like the live stream. Help me to like and help me to comment. I've not seen a like. Nobody has liked my live stream today. Please, can you like my live stream? Okay, where is the like button? Anderson is asking. See, you have your phone in your hand, right? When you have your phone in your hand, look at the right hand side. I've seen a like. Thank you for the like. When you look at the right hand side of your phone, there's 3 buttons. Just punch that button. When you punch the button, you will see something will open up to you. Like, subscribe, comment. Just punch it. Just punch that 3 buttons at the right hand side of your phone. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the subscription. Also subscribe to my channel because you are my friend already. So subscribe to what I'm doing here. You are the reason why I am having this live stream. So I'm telling you what happened many years ago. Okay, I just punched the like button. I think. Okay, you did that. Thank you, Anderson. Thank you for that love. So much show of love, and I appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of my world. Please take time to go watch my video. I did a video on crisis and violence. You will enjoy it. I talked about this crisis and violence before this crisis erupted. I did that video a week before this crisis happened in Jos. I saw it coming. So join me, watch my video. Please like and comment. Thank you for joining my fan club. Thank you for being a part of what I'm doing here in YouTube. You are the reason for the live stream, and I'm excited to be with you at this moment. So I'm happy if you are joining me. Please do the same. Like the live stream, subscribe to this channel, press the notification button so that each time I drop a video, you go watch. I have a video on this table right now, and it's titled Crisis and Violence. There's crisis and violence in our world, and when there's crisis and violence, there's bound to be increase in crime. So there's increase in crime going all around our world today. Our world needs to be salvaged. Our world needs to be preserved. Our world needs to be, reserved. You know, our world is dying, and we can't allow it to just fizzle away like that. Our world cannot just to this life. There was fluctuation in the right now. Welcome 45 minutes, 15 minutes. Sorry, I'm going to end it. It's just 1 hour. We're going to link up again. I'm telling you, we're going to have please do the needful. Subscribe to this channel. Press the notification button so that each time I drop a video, you go watch it. The name again is Okonjo Christopher Television, and we are looking beyond the crisis going on, not just in Plateau State, but in our world. But specifically, I'm looking at Plateau State, beyond the crisis. Beyond the crisis. There's something we will look up to. Beyond the crisis, after the crisis, actually, beyond the crisis, there's bound to be increase in crime. You have violence, it's an opportunity for looters to come in. Crime will increase. You know, lawless people will take advantage of that time. That's why you see anytime a crisis happens, they impose curfew. Because why? Lawless people will take advantage of it to do all sort of. So be aware of that. When you see crisis, you see violence, there's bound to be crime. When you see crisis, you see violence, there's bound to be crime. So be careful when you in a war-torn zone like where I find myself right now. Nigeria is boiling. What's happening? If you look at my thumbnail, I ask the question, what's happening? Because I can't understand what's happening in my country anymore. Yeah. I can't understand what is going on in my country called Nigeria. I mean, we're living in a lawless country whereby, I mean, the life of a cattle has been equalized to that of humans. I was going to work this morning, and I was so amazed. In our major roads in Abuja, you see cow moving freely, but you don't see that in Europe and America. That's how human life has been reduced to nothing. Are you laughing? Yeah. You don't see that in Europe and America. How can animals be walking on our highways? It's barbaric, and it's evil. You know, so it should not be heard of. You know, so it's strange. But that's what we see. Because why? In the mindset of the people, our life is not better than the cattle that they rear. That is how they have reduced us. But I will tell you something before I end this live stream. All this you see happening in Nigeria today would have been averted many years ago. Our fathers did not play it right. I remember at the Aburi Convention or something like that, during when one of our warlords, Ojukwu, was the one heading Biafra. And Yakubu Gowon was the head of state at that time. And Ojukwu was telling Gowon, he said, look, let's allow my people to go. Let us pull out of this country called Nigeria. Because we're not going to happen anywhere with these people called the Northerners. That was the cry of Ojukwu, that they should let his people go. They refused him. I mean, and Gowon was the one advocating that no, that should not happen, that there should be that one Nigeria. But you can see that one Nigeria today has caused us so much pain. But though I'm an advocate that Nigeria should not be splitted, I'm still advocating